Hi, this is a review of Google Sheets, which is very similar to Excel. As you can see, I've already typed in information for you to see how it can be manipulated within the actual sheet. See that I have a title, and it does appear that the title overlaps from cell A1 into cell B1. But if you click in cell B1, you'll see that nothing appears in the formula bar. However, if I click in cell A1, you can see that the entire name is available to you in the formula bar. The formula bar is designated by this FX. So what this says to us is that we actually need to go and adjust our column. So I'm going to take my pointer, go between the two columns, click, hold, and drag. You see the red circle? That's showing you that I am moving this cell or this column line. And I need to do the same in this column. So I'm going to click. You see the dark blue line. I'm going to click, hold, and drag to the right so that it accommodates my largest bit of data. I'm going to take this column and I'm going to shrink it a little bit. I'm not going to delete it, but if I wanted to delete it, I could just click. Notice that the entire column is highlighted. I can right click and I can put in delete column. I can do a command or control Z and that will undo it. So I want the column to stay there. I also want my title to appear across the top of both columns. In order for me to do that, I have to select the cells that I want to change. And then I will go on my ribbon. And you see this little icon that has the two arrows pointing to each other. I believe someone said the other day it looks like a plus sign. Whatever it looks like, this is how it works. I don't want to merge all, but I do want to merge horizontally. Horizontally is from left to right. You'll see that it immediately takes three columns and makes it into one. Now I'm going to go to my alignment, which is this drop down, and click center. I can also make it bold. At this point, I want to make my title a little bit larger than the rest of the table so that it's more visible. Going to take my event and I'm going to make it bold. Same thing with location. Now, my table is really complete, except I notice that there's an error in this cell, in cell A8. So I can edit this cell by double-clicking within the cell, or I can edit within the formula bar. Whichever way works for you is fine. I'm now going to add a little flavor to my entire table. I'm going to select the entire table. And now I'm going to go into my borders and shading area. I'm going to click my borders. I want I'm going to choose a colored line. I'm going to choose a blue. And I'm going to choose the thickest line that they have. And I'm going to choose all borders. If you take a look at the picture, it shows you exactly what will happen based upon your selection. If I just choose the inside, it's only going to give me the crisscross on the inside. If I choose the outer border, it gives me an entire border on the outside. So now what I want to do is, this particular column really serves no purpose other than it just being a separator. So this is where you can use the merge all. Notice how you no longer have individual cells. It's one long cell. Now I'm going to fill it with a color. Because I've used blue, I'm going to stay consistent with the blue so it doesn't look crazy. I'm going to take my title and I'm going to fill that with a lighter blue. Dark text goes on a light background. If I were to fill this with a dark blue, you wouldn't see that. So now I'd have to take my text and change my text to a lighter color so that it becomes visible. You can use dark, but just make sure your text is light. I can also add different colors to different locations. To select column of cell A3 and C3, I would click on cell A3, hold my control key, and then click on cell C3. Now they're both selected, and now I can fill them both with one color. I choose that color. I can do the same thing here, and I can just continue to click, and hold my control key until I finish clicking. Then I can fill them all with the same color at the same time. Makes life easy. So that's it on your review, and I hope this helps.